We're in book 4 of the Nicholson's guides. These are the map books we use to navigate while we're cruising. We're on the Trent and Mersey Canal, going through Stoke-on-Trent, the heart of the Potteries, an industrial area in Staffordshire, England, that's home to the English ceramic industry. And we're stopping at Middleport Pottery, right next to the canal. It has its own mooring, so you can tie up while you take a tour. Middleport Pottery was built in 1888 by Burgess and Lee. The buildings, which still house an active pottery, are protected for their historic interest and are Grade 2 listed. A massive restoration project was started in 2010, funded partly by the National Lottery and Historic England. The restoration enabled Burley pottery to remain on site, saving local jobs and craftsmanship. And it's been turned into a wonderful visitors centre, recreating the workshops and offices, and showcasing the ceramics that have been produced there over many, many years. And on select days you can even take a trip in Dane, the historic wooden narrowboat, built in 1946. This is the shop that showcases the work of the students of Clay College, the next generation of potters in the area. It's such a fascinating place to break your journey on the Trent and Mersey Canal. And make sure you pay attention to the artwork on the canal side too. Especially the traditional Stokey greeting, "Hey up, duck." I grew up in Northamptonshire and my granddad always called me "me duck" too. It was just a short journey south to the first new water of 2025, the Caldon Canal. And in this episode we'll be cruising our narrowboat for the first section, through Stoke-on-Trent. Some very different scenery compared to what was to come. And as you'll see, some very, very low bridges. We've cruised this route before on the Trent and Mersey Canal, but this time took the fork off to the left to the Caldon Canal. It's actually more correct to say the Caldon branch of the Trent and Mersey Canal. It was designed as an outlet onto the canal system for the Caldon limestone quarries. Our first stop was to use the services up here on the right, to fill up with water, empty our toilets and get rid of the rubbish. That's James Brinley, the builder of the Trent and Mersey Canal, with some very noisy neighbours.
Ooh.
Do the sniff test. It's not too bad actually.
go up some locks then. Hey, go do some locks.
We've just dropped the key in there, the CRT key and our water key to open our water thing. And it's got a float on it, but we're just finding out now that those floats don't actually work.
Well, I probably don't work for a big brass key, if that's the thing. These locks look really steep. It's like 2 in a staircase, I think, but it's a long way up.
These are the Bedford Street staircase locks, and we'll give you a little explanation on how they work. This is a staircase, so I'm going to make sure the bottom lock's empty and the top lock is full. It's really important to follow the instructions when you come to a staircase lock, so that you don't have too much or too little water in each lock. The bottom lock was already empty when we got there, so here I am just opening the gates for Pete to come in. Okay, that's good. The top one's full and the bottom one is empty, and I've opened those gates there for Pete to come in. This is the bottom gate of the top lock, which is also the top gate of the bottom lock. Staircase locks don't have pounds between them, and the water moves directly from one lock into the other lock. Once Pete's brought the boat into the bottom lock, I then close both of the gates. Then I wait for Pete's signal and start opening the paddles slowly. This lets the water from the top lock into the bottom lock, and you'll see the boat rising as the lock fills up. You can see Pete keeping the boat back towards the gate, but constantly checking behind him to make sure he's not too close, so there's no chance of the boat getting caught up on anything, and to protect the historic structure too. When the water's at an equal level on both sides of the gate, then it will let you open it. I give it a few nudges to see if it's ready, and then you can feel it start to open. I open both of the gates and then wind down the paddles. Pete moves the boat into the next lock, and then I close the gates. Then up to the top gate, wait for Pete's signal that he's ready, and open the paddles slowly. This ensures that the water doesn't come rushing in too fast, which makes it difficult to control the boat. This gate wouldn't go back right into the recess. Felt like something was blocking it. So I kept my weight on it as best I could so that Pete didn't scrape the boat on the metal fittings. Pete held the boat while I closed the gate. I hopped on and then we were on our way again. It was a proper goose fight, wasn't it? Stoke-on-Trent was sadly so similar to many other cities that we've cruised through, with the familiar sight of ugly graffiti on the historic structures. So far, this wasn't the beautiful canal that we'd been promised. Never seen a ladder like this to get out of the canal if you fall in. Twisty, isn't it? We're wondering if there's quite a few people falling the canal here, so there's quite a lot of these ladders. Never seen these ladders anywhere else. Stand and look up, Pop. We've just bumped into Rich from By Bike and Boat with his friend Ed, and they're going to help us through this lock. We never say no to the offer of some help. When we got to Hanley Park, we said goodbye to Rich and Ed and thanked them for all of their help and all the good local information. Hanley Park is a Grade 2 listed Victorian park and was restored with help from the National Heritage Fund and the National Lottery. This included the restoration of the main pavilion, the bandstand and the canal bridge. always really handy when there's a supermarket right next to the canal. Oh, this is a low one. And down, Pete. Can you stand up?
Can't stand up, no. Very low.
That's the pottery there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very low, this one. Oh, that's even lower. How low can you go, Pete?
That's where I'm going. Crikey.
Wow, that was low. I think that's the lowest thing we've been in.
Kilns now, look.
These bottle kilns are just part of the landscape in these parts. That's a real mix of old and new there. It's like they're the centre of this new apartment complex. Join us next time as we continue our journey on the Caldon Canal. And the promises of its beauty really do come true. Thanks to all of our new channel members that joined the One Day More crew. Click the join button below or the link in our description to find out all about our new channel memberships. And thanks also to everyone that supports our channel through Buy Me a Coffee and YouTube Super Thanks. And as always, thank you to all of our viewers. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and give us a like. And leave us a comment and tell us what you thought. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and join us on our travels. It's totally free and helps our channel grow.
I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you